Michelle Gardner, and I am in the Pursuit of Recruits program. I've had in this program is the ability to find recruits quickly and easier than I ever thought was possible. When I find them, they're not just flaking by, but they're rockets. Like, they just want to shoot out and they're ready to go, and I'm like, whoa, okay, this is awesome. So if you're thinking about doing this program, I definitely recommend it. I loved having a resource all in one spot. So I love researching, and I have looked at tons of different things and people, and what I found is that with this program, it wasn't just bits and bytes of everything, and I had to go find it from this guy and this gal and all over, but it was all in one spot. So, and Brooke takes you not only to those one spots, but she takes you from the beginning and then walks you through the whole thing. And then you even walks you through what to do once you get a recruit, how to train them, and has resources for you to use right off the bat for them. So you're not feeling like you're drowning and you're like, oh, great, I made it here. Now what do I do? And that's the part I've loved the most about it. The support that you get has been great. There's many different facets of it. Like, when you're watching a video, you can get chat right away, ask your questions, and then they respond back the next morning usually. There's a Facebook group, which I love, because then you get other feedback from other people who are also in the same spot as you, maybe not the same industry, which I even like that even more, because you get to see all the different areas. And you get their feedback and Brooke's and her team's feedback. And then there's also the weekly calls with someone who is an expert in their area field, whether it's Facebook ads or whatever Brooke finds that the group is needing. She'll usually go and find someone who specializes in that area to give you even more feedback, whether it's copywriting and a bunch of other things. And so I loved having all those different avenues, because then you weren't left just waiting. And I've even found people that we chat offline outside of the groups and get feedback from each other as well. So that's been awesome, and we help each other out with our businesses. So I already got the technical side of things down. So when it comes to the tech side, I loved having someone to relate to that understood it. Brooke has a design background, designing for blogs and stuff background, and so it was nice to have feedback coming back and someone talk to you in your language. But also, I have team members that are also in the program, and it was great. They don't. So they were able to start at the same spot I was and able to get the support that they needed the whole way through. And so it was, it's easy to a point where you get to where you're at, and then I didn't find it extremely difficult, because it was just, you just had to wrap your mind around the ideas, the mindset of it. And mainly I found out I was my biggest roadblock. So when things got hard, it was just mainly my thinking that I had to tweak. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, why was that so hard? That wasn't hard at all. So yeah, once you do that, then it gets a lot easier. You just got to stop being your own roadblock stopper. Expressing myself in not too many words is my hardest challenge, and it was nice to be able to continually get feedback, like, okay. And finally Brooke was like, just send me what you have. And then I realized I'd had it from the beginning. I had just been sitting there tweaking and freaking out about it, and having someone say, no, you got it, just finish this 1 or 2 sentences and you're done. And I'm like, really? I've been holding off for 2 weeks because I had it all. Like, I think I was worrying about being too perfect, and it was great just to be able to have someone tell you, no, you're doing great, move forward. And the mindset calls, oh my gosh, those are huge for me, just to have someone be able to look at you from outside your box and say, hey, did you know there's a door right here? Like, you're blocking, you just shut the door on yourself. Like, open it up, and it was just be able to move past things that you're like, didn't even know were holding you back. Okay, so I loved working with Brooke because, first off, she's someone that you enjoy listening to. So sometimes you get those voices that you're like, if they talk anymore, I'm gonna like scream. So she's easy to listen to. She's caring. She responds really quick. You're not waiting for days on end or weeks on end. She's easy to get a hold of in the groups, and you can just tag her name and you get your response. And I love that Brooke has brought all these different people together, and you can see how to work each niche. So like other people are great at this talent, and you can kind of see how she tweaks them, and then other people are great at this. And so I love seeing that she's able to work with all these different people at once, and then it helps me as I'm training my people on how to work better with them as well. I mean, I love that Brooke has brought all these different people of different facets together. You have the Facebook ads, you have the mindset calls, and she's not doing it all, but she has the talent of connecting with all these people and has brought their talents into the group to benefit all of us. And I'm in network marketing. I love networking. And so it's just another facet to learn from others who are better than me in those areas.